How's it going, everyone? My name is Mandog, back at it again with some fighters. We're gonna do another fighters character video, of course, as requested by one of the homies. So, we're gonna learn today Base Vegeta. I'm not gonna go too in depth on his combos or anything. Pick some people I want him to go with. You know, let me choose my boy Roshi for this one. There we go. Perfect. Just because. Alrighty. So this is what we're gonna do. Basically, I'm going to showcase what you can do with his special moves. So let's get started. So first things first, we got Rocket Kick. So Rocket Kick, comes in three versions: light, medium, and EX or heavy. With the square, triangle, and circle respectively. I'm going to show you what each of their properties do on hit and on block. So first off, Rocket Kick. When it comes to the light version, that's all. It's just that's how it is. It's there just to keep them in place for the most part, just like that. There's nothing really special about it. What's special is that little backflip he does is gonna be useful for you on block, but we'll get to that in a bit. Next is his medium. Medium is full screen. Boom. And if you're in the corner, wall bounce. There we go. Now, of course, EX. The thing about EX is, you can just do it anywhere on the screen. It'll come full circle. Here's the difference, though. Be careful because you see how slow I am. Matter of fact, I'll show you on block. This is the best time to show you what you can do on block. There we go. When you see me on block, see how fast that is compared to how slow and how much recovery you have. Oh my goodness, what did the frame data say on this? -74. That is horrific. Versus -5 on block. So on whiff, that is a very, very bad decision that you do not want to happen. The cool thing is, let me just go back. If I go, you can connect this into medium, and that makes it, of course, way easier to do combos. If you don't do it that way, of course, you can just, vanish combo, make it easier for yourself. But alright, and now let's look on block. This is one of the strong points of Vegeta, or Base Vegeta. So as you can see this, that backflip is very useful, the little flip he does. Be careful though, if you just instant air dash in immediately for heavy, you are very likely to get 2H'd or down heavied immediately. Like this is, and it's pretty readable and reactable to this, no matter what you're doing. So let's see again. They're always +5 on -5 on block. Doesn't matter if it's regular or not. Oh, I lied. Plus -9 on block, -5. Look at that. So as you can see, the medium version, it goes through. Now what you want to do, you want to count in the block string, mix these up as best as you can. See? Anytime you're doing these, anytime. It's mostly for mix. Same thing with this one. Just for pressure. Boom, boom, bam, mix. Now here's the thing. EX is mostly EX. You can still use EX. That's mostly for pressure. See? And of course, there's cyber mix because it does cause a side switch. Now next we're gonna go into knee drop. So as knee drop, all of them have -4 advantage, but they have that little back thing. So for the most part, if you're holding block, you should be able to block right after, no problem. However, this has a big weakness. It can be super dashed. Of course, it could be down heavy, no matter how we use it. You just have to be very careful. The best time to use it is, it's gonna sound weird, but it's a block string where you know for a fact that you have advantage. See? If you try to do it anywhere else, they could easily react and down heavy. You're right there, so you have to call the assist. But you can still come back and do it. Matter of fact, you can set up a key blast right after. You have options. On hit, this is what it's gonna look like on hit. So actually, let me do it this way. Regular square always causes sliding. The medium version of this, it does cause a little bounce up. Same with EX. EX also causes a bounce up. Now here's what's gonna happen though. With your grab, which is, you know, quarter circle backwards X, or down back X, you want to connect all your moves into this. The good thing about it is your medium and EX, they connect immediately into that. The bad news is your square does not connect into it. And of course, if you're wondering how I'm moving forward still, you just hold the forward button. Simple as that. Matter of fact, you can not hold the forward button and go ahead and go for a setup. Just see how they react. You have options, which is the best part. And the best thing for you to know, this thing's very good for ending a combo, for extensions, with whatever you name it. Look at that. Alright, and before we go into loops, I'm just gonna show you some examples of what you could do. So this is pretty cool. You can go from rocket kick into knee drop. Well, not that way, but you use EX, boom. Now of course, it has to be EX as you just saw. But the good news is, anytime you use your EX knee drop, your EX or regular knee drop, it'll always connect into an assist. See? But it's always going to connect it to an assist. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now of course, once you use that smash property the first time though, you're not going to get a knockdown like that, like this. Alright, now the last property that I'm going to explain before loops, the grab. So on top of being just a disrespectful mechanic that they gave Vegeta, because he is disrespectful, this is what you really want to do. I'm going to show an example and we're going to look at the difference. Alright, I actually messed that up. You just go simpler. Here we go. And we did 5,450 damage. Alright, now let's do the same combo but with the grab in place. Oh my god, that was my fault. Bam. How much damage we do now? Just about 100 something more. Matter of fact. And already that was an extra 1,000 damage off that entire combo. So whenever you have a chance, oh yeah, that connects. Whenever you have a chance, you are at the end of your knockdown, for whatever reason, you always want to end it with this grab into your supers. And the reason why is because the scaling, it makes your the scaling is not as hard as it would be. If I was to start the regular combo like this and go from here, that's a lot of scaling. But if I go from this, you can visibly see there's way less scaling just on that combo alone, because I did it the other way than a different way. As long as you put the grab in there at the end of your combos, you're gonna have a good time. And of course, if you start off with the grab, you'll keep your smash property. Alright, now let's go to the fun part, loops. So, when it comes to loops, there's 3 different ways to do these loops. My favorite is the third way. I'll get to that later, but for the most part with these loops, you want to do them in a rhythm. There's always a rhythm to his loops. So I'm going to go with the first one, which is the easiest, the ground loops. Alright. Bam, 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 bam. And of course you go from there. Now here's the thing. It's heavy. At that heavy super dash, triangle or medium, and do that X. And I'm just gonna do this real quick to show you the cool thing. Notice after the X, your key blast, the first thing, he's way on the ground first, way before Goku gets on that ground. He is there. So when you're there, you press that square. But it's just a square. You can do more, of course, but this is just more button rhythm and button timing and muscle memory. It doesn't work the same if I did the square version. See, it's got to be medium first, and then you can do a square and go from there. See? But alright, so now we got that down pat. You can also do it from rocket kick. Bam. Ooh. Bam, bam. See? Easy. It's a rhythm, but once you get used to it, and it's just amazing overall. Alright, next, second one is air loops. So if I can do it first try. Oh, almost, but you see it right there? Before he fell out, when I pressed that square a second time, you have to delay your square a little bit. And the reason why is so that Base Vegeta will keep his momentum going in the air upwards. So let's see if I can do it again and actually nail them. Oh, I did not, and that's okay. Sometimes it's a whole rhythm. You see how it's going now? You see the rhythm? Rhythm. That's all that is. All straight rhythm. Now there's of course a limit to how many you can do. Normally it's before, I can't remember how many was before. Ah, I messed that up. That's okay. I think the limit is as long you can do as many as you can before 18 hits or 17 hits, because then the hit decay just becomes too much. Alright, now here's actually my favorite. There are different routes to go about this, but I call it the midway point. You have to incorporate both your ground and the air rhythms together to create it. So let me just show you the example. Oh. Oh, oh my goodness. Hey, bam. Bam. Ah, I messed that up, but that's okay. But as you clearly saw though, that was how it was supposed to look. See? And it's the same concept in air, but then ground, air, air. And you got to see the whole thing now. It's one of my favorite things to do. It does tons of damage. You could, if you really want, you can extend it with practice. You can extend more of it. But look at that. Oh my goodness. That's how. Now people can do this when you get really good at them. People find ways to just do it. There's one where it's called momentum carry. And the way momentum carry works, I think I need the GT assist. You need an assist that really carries momentum forward. The problem is I don't have such a mechanic with this system I have. I would love to, but I just don't. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can do this. Ah, no, it's not gonna work. I wish it did, but for certain assists, if you do it right, the momentum Vegeta will carry his momentum. It's a great thing too, because oh my goodness, when you see it, it looks so good and nasty, but it's not for me. It's not what I do, and that takes even more practice. But you see how it's starting to get there. You see how Vegeta's momentum is carrying over. With the right assist, you can actually carry over from one side to another with those air loops, just because that momentum is keeping you going forward. But alright, everybody, this has been the Base Vegeta specials and loops combo tutorial. I hope you find you well, that you enjoy everything so far. Thank y'all for tuning in and listening. Let's go out and play some Dragon Ball.